Hi guys, welcome back. To those of you who are new to this channel, welcome to I Am Destiny Calling Tarot. I'm going to be doing a reading for Virgo. So Virgo, this is going to cover the time frame of February the 9th through February 15th. Before we get started, I did a giveaway for this pack of cards. So I have selected a lucky winner. And the winner is Anita Carrier. Anita, I've gone ahead and replied to your comment from last week. And if you could send me your mailing information so that I can get these out to you as soon as possible, that would be phenomenal. So that can be sent to iamdestinycallingtarot@gmail.com. So that's iamdestinycallingtarot@gmail.com. Congratulations on being the lucky chosen one. All right, so now that we have all that business out of the way, let's get to the reading. Okay, so we're going to tap into the Virgo energies. Take a deep breath and just release all of the negative energies. Another deep breath just to bring in the positive vibes. Okay, so this is going to be a general reading for the Virgo collective. So where it is such a general reading here, don't try to force the messages if they're not resonating. It just means that specific message wasn't meant for you, and that's really okay at the end of the day. And dates as well really are just a general guideline here in the reading. It's more or less for me to be able to keep track from week to week when I'm posting these videos. So they're really just general guidelines. You might notice things resonating a few days or weeks before or even after these dates. So keep that in mind. All right, let's get started, guys. So we're going to select the Energy Oracle card. This is going to give us the overall energy for this reading here today. Spirit, please provide a message for Virgo. What message would you like to have come forward for Virgo? Time frame of February the 9th through February 15th. Okay, first card out is fire. Why do I feel like that is going to be passion related? Let's take a look. I'm going to look this specific one up in the book. This deck is still very new to me. So bear with me for just a moment while I look that up. All right, fire card. I hope everyone is excited and ready to enjoy a Valentine celebration of some kind. And hey, even if you're not celebrating with a love interest, I hope that you are spoiling yourself. Give yourself some self-love. That didn't sound really good. Pamper yourself, guys. Pamper yourself. All right. This is number 19. Thank you for your patience. I promise it will be worth the wait. hope I'm finding everyone really in good spirits and just good vibes all around. Okay, so I don't actually have all of the details here for that card. So I'm just going to, and I'm actually glad that I don't, because sometimes when we read from the books, we really take on a really rigid message, and we don't really leave it open for interpretation. And I'm really strongly feeling here in this reading, the second it popped out, the fire card to me very much symbolized passion. It's just a heat and a burning desire. So, in other words, you have some form of urges here. All right, let's keep going. Spirit, please provide messages for Virgo. What messages can you provide for Virgo at this time? Messages for the time frame of February the 9th through February 15th. Love how that card fell out. Please provide a message of spirit for Virgo. What additional messages can you send forward for Virgo? Definitely feeling the vibe of burning desire, and I'm going to the colors that I'm seeing right off in the cards specifically, they're similar to the colors of the fire card here, so with these cards. So to me, that's quite symbolic. All right, so we're going to start with the first card, Two of Wands. So as far as the energies are going, the energy is really, there are desires there, but it's unfortunate that it's not the best of situation that you're experiencing. This card here, it's really telling me that it almost seems as though you've been in a situation where you're kind of noticing at this point that the grass isn't greener on the other side. And I know that specific message is meant for someone, and it's going to resonate quite a bit with you. So in this card here, the illustration really is a person who is confident and courageous, and they're definitely a risk taker. So I'm definitely sensing here that there was some time and energy and definite enthusiasm on your part that was recently put into a specific situation. But like I say, it turned out that your realization on the situation came to terms with, wow, the grass really wasn't greener on the other side. I thought I had this in the bag, right? All right, so the second card is the Magician card. So really, this is going to be this is someone who's pretty strong-willed. This is somebody who is going to really use the power of the universe to co-create and manifest their desires. The question really is, do you know where your desires lie? And this card, the Magician, represents the element of fire. So I'm very much sensing here at this point you're going to be need to be a little bit cautious to not come off at this time in a situation where you're domineering. So that's just a word of caution for some of you. Next card is Seven of Pentacles. So I think you have a lot of passion to give. You're just really struggling with the desires and where they're really genuinely meant to be directed. So the Seven of Pentacles here is going to be really pausing on your part for kind of a reevaluation here to think about what your next steps are going to be. It's very much an indication that you understand and you feel on an intuitive level that it's going to take a lot of consistent work to maintain and reap the rewards in the future that you're looking for. So you've likely had your eye on someone, and honestly, we're going to move on, and I'm gonna clarify. I'll explain in just a moment. Okay, next card is Five of Wands. So this card is telling me that it's very likely a situation here where there's a third party involved. It's quite symbolic of somebody who's really only pushing their agenda forward. It's really what they're desiring, and now no, there's really no other perceived way to see the situation in your mind. It is what it is in your mind. Also sensing competition here, delays here. Yeah, so it's likely, and this doesn't even have to be specifically your energy. You're really going to make it resonate with you based on your particular situation. Where this is a general reading, it is so general, it can't be specific unless it's a personal reading. So take it how it resonates. You could either be this individual who doesn't see the grass greener on the other side, or you could be dealing with an individual coming into your life who is that person. But I'm sensing very much so that it's somebody who, and male or female makes no difference. It's all about the energies here. It's really two alphas fighting, right? Two alphas are fighting for the alpha position. So maybe you have two men fighting over you for your attention. Maybe you are the person who, and this is not for all of you, but this could be you in a situation where you're in a third party situation, in the sense that you're currently involved in a situation where you're not happy and you have found that you have some kind of fiery passion or desire here for someone else, and you're very much you're trying to become that main person for that individual. So it's really I think that's where all the frustration is coming from. Is it's just such a complex situation. All right, next card is Six of Swords. I'm glad this came out. The card really is symbolic of moving into some calmer waters here. So this is, I'm sensing this is you or the individual who doesn't see that the grass is greener on the other side. Really deciding to step back, it does seem that there is a lot of anticipation here for moving forward in their journey. But it's really deciding that it's time to overcome this hardship and really allow for a time of healing the situation and allowing things to progress in the future the way maybe they were meant to work out. Maybe this situation was meant to work out, but it's not the right time. That is a really strong message here for some individuals. Things likely started on definitely on the wrong foot, and way too many opinions and other people who maybe are involved in attempting to make decisions or sway things one way or another. So really there's just too many cooks in the kitchen. So until that can be really let go of, so the need to dominate the situation and really continue on this path that is not productive in this situation. It's really just doing the opposite effect. It's really doing more harm than good. Kind of stepping back, reevaluating, taking a new perspective on the situation, allowing trust and faith in knowing that divine timing likely means that the situation just it isn't the right time. It does not mean that it can't work out. It does when there's this passion here, this type of passion and desire, it usually very much indicates that it definitely is meant to be, right? Because this can be it's a clear indicator that it's only one level. So there's a lot of potential, but there's a lot of different levels, and it's really going to be focusing on all of the levels and not just focusing on the desire, if that makes sense. All right, so the last card here in the reading is Two of Swords. So this is a clear card of indecision here. So it's really being up in the air as to what direction to take going forward. But really, at the end of the day, the only way to get these types of answers that we're searching for is to go within. The answers are going to be revealed to us if we search within. We need to take the time out to reconnect with ourselves, allow ourselves to co-create with divine and the universe and spirit in order for things to work out authentically, almost effortlessly, because the situation, it should feel genuinely happy and positive and optimistic and like you're on cloud nine and those types of sensations that I'm not getting in this reading. So it's all of the opposite in this reading. So it's really a big time need to change perspective. And it's likely not an easy thing to do. It seems like there's a lot of water under the bridge. But that doesn't necessarily, I'd have to go further into detail as far as specifics for personal readings, but overall here, the general indication, the general vibe, the gist of the situation that I'm really sensing is the answers will come to you, but it almost seems to me, interpreting this, that the answer would be simply to build a bigger bridge and to do it together. So I hope that resonates with some of you. So that is the end of the reading. I'm going to go ahead and select an inspirational message. I'm going to try to do that at the end of each reading, so we can end the reading on a good note. Ask that Spirit please provide one additional message for Virgo. Kind of surprised at this tricky situation that has come out in the reading today. It says, I am the loving energy of the universe. This is pretty much, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. Yeah, so basically You are the co-creator. You are the one working with the universe. You are co-creating your reality with the universe. You need to maintain the vibration of what it is that you're wanting to attract. If you're wanting to attract chaos, and you're living in a space of chaos, then that is what will continually come towards you. If you're living in a place, a feeling, if you're giving off a vibration, and your thoughts are continually focused around a situation, perhaps being concerned that the person who you're involved with in a situation will maybe reject you, and your thought process is to go ahead and reject that person before they have the opportunity to reject you, then that's really it's a vibration that you're giving off. So likely what would happen in that sense is the individual that you're dealing with, that is the vibration you're giving off, and that is likely the reaction that you're going to be getting from them. So whatever it is that you're thinking, you're feeling, you're intuitively that vibration of either pure love or fear is really what it comes down to. So it could be I'm feeling a sense of pure unconditional love for an individual, which is really going to, it's kind of like a boomerang. You put that out there, and that is what is coming back to you. So if you're putting out the pure, it has to be genuine. It has to be a feeling of pure, unconditional love. That is what you need to put out there, and sense and feel and own that. That is what will come back to you. If you're putting out the opposite vibration of fear and over worry and over analyzing, and really just being in that negative mindset, then that unfortunately is that same boomerang effect. You're putting that out there, and the law of attraction is it's coming back to you. So you're really creating your own reality in that sense. All right, so that's the end of the reading for this week, Virgo. Thank you so much for joining me. I would like to thank each and every single one of you who took the time out to watch this video. If you haven't yet, and you'd like to come back from week to week to watch and listen to these videos, please remember to go ahead, click on like and subscribe.